Today, Precarious plays
MegaMan Battle Network 2. Can you think of any problems you can't solve if you have access to a big old sword? Yeah, I thought so.
If you were on a desert island and all the fish were poisonous,
Cleave the ocean in two. Walk back to a place to be.
I
Problem
didn't
solved.
realize that we were talking like biblical proportions of big old sword.
I said
I thought that
big
you were
old sword.
I know.
O-L apostrophe.
Like big old testament.
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
I got
Part
it.
the sea.
Part the sea and go get you a sandwich.
Have you not seen the introduction to Tales of Vesperia?
I'm just saying it's not very good for growing things, but maybe you could use it as a plow, or maybe to cut the sea in half and walk to your nearest sandwich shop. Oh my god, okay, fine. I didn't realize that kind of big ol' sword was on the table. I thought you were talking hunk of metal with one or two sharp sides with somewhere that you could hold that wouldn't make you cut yourself.
I am. You're just not swinging it hard enough.
Well...
Listen, in my lifetime, I have been a panther that ran up a rocket and then punched a goddess into the sun. I don't have... There's nothing that I can't do as long as I have access to a big old sword.
Well, in that case, wouldn't a big old rock be good enough?
No, it's not sharp enough to cut the sea. Don't be stupid.
You could skip it.
Don't speak of such nonsense.
With that kind of strength, you could skip it and then go do a leap onto the first
yeah, you
skip,
can do
and then
that.
you could hovercraft across the seas.
You
if
can
we were
do
talking
the-
about that type of not.
the kill you assassin from Dragon Ball.
Oh, is that a thing?
What is his name? We watched it together. Was it General Tao? Was his name Tao?
Oh, the guy with the ponytail?
Yeah, and like the pink sort of gi, and he'd punch all of like the branches off a tree and then snap it at the base and then throw it and then jump onto it.
Yeah, okay. I thought that I was missing a particular like skipping rock person, but no, that's
No.
why things like that are why I suggested this particular skipped rock to get off this desert island. I mean, I suppose you could probably get the sword really hot and then get the sword really cold and at least condense some water for yourself. Maybe, assuming it was humid. It's a desert island, it'd probably be humid. I doubt that it would be particularly helpful in space. Just be frozen and dead.
All you have to do is throw the sword so hard that the force of the throw boosts you backwards in the direction you wanted to go.
I want to see. Have you ever heard of Bear Grylls?
What the hell, game? That's supposed to be a surefire kill things that are in my zone move.
Have you ever heard of Bear Grylls? Answer the question.
I have not heard of Bear Grylls.
He's like He's like this survival guy that was on the Discovery Channel after I stopped watching the Discovery Channel. But I've seen commercials for him, and he basically, like, they drop him off in places, and they're like, go eat dirt, good luck, you know? And he's this, like, survival guy, and he shows you all this stuff that he'll do to survive in the wild. Like, he'll, like, drink water out of moist dung to stay alive. Like, he's just, ugh. I couldn't stand to watch it. It was gross, and, like, who on earth is going to find themselves in that position without a fucking camera crew in a helicopter dropping their ass off in the wilderness? You know? Like, it's extreme, you know? And intentionally silly extreme. But, I gotta say, I mean, he hasn't died yet, so, you know. But the point is that I want the video game version of that. And, like, all of the problems will be solved by, like, summoning a meteor from, like, oh no, there is a bear coming at me. And then, like, some beautiful boy makes a shape with his hands And then down from the heavens, an angel meteor comes and crashes the shit out of the bear. And they're like, this is how you survive in the wild.
But like the anime wilderness.
Yes, in the anime wilderness. It would be like a parody of that show. Everything would be the same, except for all problems would be solved using arcane magics and random crystals.
And then you'd have like an episode where like the unassuming protagonist is very like meekly wandering through a desert about to starve to death, and he's like, and this is how he would survive in this environment. And then like his buxom harem would come out all wearing like aprons and fighting over who would feed him a sandwich and hydrate him first. Like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because honestly, with power like that, there's no nature, like regular nature challenge that you wouldn't be able to overcome. Assuming you could just throw your sword and then like grab onto it and hurl through the air like Thor. I mean, you know, I'm hungry. Oh, okay, hang on.
Hold on, that was the first part of my masterful plan.
Oh, I'm sorry if these beautiful anime dreams are like messing with your mouse killing strategies, but I just want to live in a better world.
No. Area grab is going to clean this situation right the fuck up because it restricts them. See, the reason my area grab is so useful compared to panel grab, it is exactly, it reduces their space, the space they can occupy, to exactly the area of Life Sword.
So once you get it together, it's just like, blend.
Right.
I'm just imagining
The answer to the eternal question, will it blend, is, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Sure.
Of course, every time. Can you imagine? I'm sorry, I just keep, like, you're on a cliff, right? You're dangling.
Okay. Yeah.
You're dangling.
No, it's fine. I can go back to this well.
You're dangling
It's a new well.
from a cliff. And there's no one around. There's just been a rock slide straight under your extra fancy motorcycle. But you have somehow managed to grab a root on the side of the cliff. And the road is out and nothing is nearby. And then you like look down at your hand and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm almost going to let go. And then you're like, wait. And then you just summon Bahamut.
From your hand,
From your
the
hand,
power
from
in
the
your
power
arm.
in your arm.
With this materia.
And he shows up, and he's not very friendly, but you can at least get off the cliff. You can drop down onto this Bahamut, and he flies away.
You do like a Final Fantasy 15, and you summon Titan, and Titan just like farts at the ground, and the earth rises up to meet you.
Yeah, and then he scratches his head, and he's like, "Is that all?" And you're like, "Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks."
Because like that's
Roll
easier.
credits.
That's easier for him. It's to just bring the ground up to meet you. So like you still fall, but you only fall like 4 feet.
Oh, I twisted my ankle. You found the radiation level control program.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Hey fellas, what you doing here?
But after this, I think we're mostly out of bosses, right? So
Yeah.
gonna get a quick grass lane.
I'm sorry, I'm like cracking my ass up with this survival idea. Like, can you imagine Lan being tech support at your office? Like, he would just show up and be like, Mega Man, jack in. They'd be like, oh, don't do that in here. HR would be like, no jacking. and then Lan would be like, oh, okay, Mega Man download. You know?
Mega Man, I mean,
Mega Man
USB
execute.
USB entry.
Yeah, and then they would be like, Mega Man would be like, they didn't turn it off and back on again. He'd be like, ugh. Or like this horrible like armored virus shows up on like the main computer, and the cloud is down, the internet's down, but somehow you've got a virus, and then all of a sudden like this really cool little guy in blue armor shows up on your computer screen and goes, no, and then just punches the virus in the face a couple times, slashes with a sword, and then then Mega Man is like, all right, we good. And that's it.
Oh, okay, hold on. No, this is great. Ah, dang it.
This is not great.
You pulled me exactly into the space I didn't want to be.
Arrgh.
Like a dick.
This magnet man is not fun.
He is not fun. He's not a good guy. We would not hang out.
Can you fix your... What is that?
Sure.
What is that?
I don't know if he made it to this this part previously.
Okay.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I need to do what I can to try to get back a few HP right now. No, I'm gonna get stuck at 97 plus roll. Whatever roll can give me right now.
Lots. Some. Okay, some. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but now here's the thing. I have to do Freeze Man. And Freeze Man is not so good
strong. Can you...
about the swords. Oh no, I know what to do. Because I have area grab. So what I have to do is I need to get a repair chip to get rid of the ice. No, but because he blows you back.
Yeah. Doesn't he need a different kind of folder?
Yeah, but the problem is that that folder generally is kind of shit. And I have to do all three of them back to back. This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna stop this episode now. I'm gonna try to beat Freeze Man, and if it's successful, we'll just play that, and if I fail, I'll play back through the first two with the inferior folder, but with like the peace and quiet of just me and my thoughts.
Break.